Leaving the dealership, secured the gasket. Let's get it. Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy ZT Zooming, and I'm back with another booming video, y'all. Man, no matter how much BS, y'all always gotta make the best of things, man. Try to look at the positive side of stuff. If you guys missed the last video, had a local exhaust shop, was on some bullshit, bunch of clowns over there, but you know what? It's a new day now. We headed back out to the shop. We got the exhaust gasket, as you just saw. Today we getting the wideband put on. Let's get it. Made it back to the shop now. Got the car up on the lift. Let's get this catalytic converter put back on. If you guys haven't seen the last vlog where the damn exhaust shop screwed up my freaking cat when all they had to do was put an O2 bung on. But you know what? It's time to let that go. I feel like it's just been a lot of negativity on the channel lately. At least for me the last couple weeks. It's just been setback after setback after setback. But you know what? We letting all that shit go. We moving forward. And we about to bring some positivity back to the channel. So that's what we on today. Positivity, energy, and y'all give me the inspiration to keep going. So let's get it. Here's the catalytic converter now. We got it pretty cleaned up yesterday. Grinded all the dumbass welds down that those dudes did. I swear, the more I look at this thing, the more I'm just like, how in the fuck? I need to get this mother sucker put on so I ain't got to look at it anymore. If you guys ever need a part number for this gasket that goes from the exhaust manifold to the catalytic converter, boom, right there. Luckily, I've got that bolt that backed out so I can slip it over the corner here. Doesn't look like it has a front or back side. Make sure it sits in that little groove. At least I got a new gasket, so I know it's sealed right there. So if I got a leak, them whack-ass welds. Got it all reattached, all worked out good. Got this reattached, gasket went in there, no problem. We'll get these O2 sensors put in and then we'll start running the power line. Wideband installed. Looks all right once it's all up there. Y'all, I'm trying hard to find motivation today, but I can't even lie. With weather like this, it's all dark, gloomy, and overcast out. But we ain't gonna let no BS stop us today. I really just didn't want to pull the friggin' center console, but after doing some research, it's just kind of looking like that's probably gonna be the most simple way. The other ways that people say, like, I don't know, it just didn't seem consistent, so let's go for the center console. Also, I think it's gonna be the prettiest because it'll hide all the wires. All right, so I got the center console up right here. If you guys haven't seen the video I made about how to remove all this, I made a whole video on it, but basically it's only 6 screws, one right here, one on the other side, and 2 up there, 2 on each side of the knee pads. So let's find this power source, see if we could tap into that. All right, we got the center console up here. Don't worry about my light here. Sorry if it's too bright. Now, I pulled this wire right here. If you look, you can sort of see that purple wire there. Anyway, so that goes up to the cigarette lighter there, which obviously never gets used. So this is the wire on the wiring harness that comes from that cigarette lighter. And if you look, you can clearly see this one's a much thicker gauge wire. That'll be our power source. If you guys decide to do this one day, just make sure you're careful with these other wires when cutting with your knife, because these other wires are a much smaller gauge, or they're much thinner, so they're really easy to slice through. You can see I got a little bit of the insulation on that black wire there, but it didn't go through. No wires are showing. And if you were to cut one all the way through, just splice it obviously, but if you were to have wires exposed, a little bit of electrical tape, you're good to go. There you go. Put the wire in there, clamp it down, pull the insulation on. That one didn't work perfect, but it still got it sliced, and then we just slide that insulation off and boom. Check out the sky right now. It is gorgeous right now. The way the sun's hitting it in the clouds. Alright, that's enough nature gazing. So what I'm doing, let me go on the other side, is I am getting the ground bolt installed. Well, not getting the ground bolt installed. I'm getting the ground wire installed on a bolt to ground it. I went with this bolt right here that kind of bolts on this section of the dash or whatever. Just a good, clean, bare piece of metal that I think should work perfect as a ground. And if it doesn't, I'm sure one of you guys will let me know. This is the ground bolt here, and I've got this little splice that I'm gonna hook to the ground wire, but the hole is just a little bit too small, so I'm just gonna ream the hole out a little bit with this right here. Should be able to slide this bolt over, splice this to the ground wire, and we should be in business. Definitely don't try this at home, but we're gonna do this baby by hand. Almost, just a little bit more. Won't quite go around the thread. Woo! That's why you don't do this at home. Cool, good enough. It'll twist onto that bolt. I'll just lay it over the hole, then screw the bolt in. Let's go, y'all. Oh, damn, dropped the whole camera. As you can see there, got the ground installed right there. I'll tuck this wire all up under the center console and run it up. You can see I got it ran behind the carpet there, and it'll be coming out underneath the dash. I'll figure out where I'm gonna actually mount this later on. This is the power side right here. You see the red wire, I got it spliced in there. Not the prettiest setup in the world, but hey, it's all sealed good enough. At least it's all tucked underneath here, none of it'll be seen. But hey man, hustle don't stop. I'm gonna keep pushing through. We getting this shit done tonight, man. Let's go. And I'm really just tired of working on this BS. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. I just want to drive my damn car. I'm so exhausted of just like, but hey man, that's what I'm built for, so let's go. Ain't no quit in me. Cool, center console all back installed. Just need to put the shifter boot on. No big deal, that just slides and pops on. Thought I was on the home stretch right now, but forgot to hook up that OBD2 wire. Not a big deal, it's the reason I left it till the end. Literally just gotta run it through the sound tube hole. So got the OBD2 sensor connected for the wideband. I zip tied it right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Zip tied it right there. Now I've got some extra slack hanging down over here, but I'll just pull that up from the engine bay. Finally, we got this wire routed. You can see the wire there. I got it zip tied to this brace bar here. It's running down. I got it zip tied on some lines, running next to the transmission. Ran it over to the sound tube hole to run it into the cabin. I pulled out the plug for that sound tube hole right down in there. I'll put it back in later. I'll drill a hole out, or maybe I can even just slide it into, you see those slots on the top and the bottom, so maybe the wire will just plug into there. Man, you guys, I'd be lying if I said like I wasn't starting to lose motivation and just just feels like one thing after another. Today's been another long day. But shout out to my fiance. She always keeps me going. Always got some good words to say and remind me why I'm doing this. I love you, girl. We'll go ahead, we'll get this gauge plugged in. Then it's time to fire this baby up. And I'm ready to get the f out of here. It's alive! Close her up. Now I'm gonna see if I can get it hooked up to HP tuners. Probably just do a data log as I go home. I doubt I'm gonna get into anything too crazy. It's freaking nighttime, you guys. Middle of the damn night, man. But the hustle don't stop, baby. I'm definitely gonna have to do something about that wiring. That's a hazard just to drive with. Idle. It don't look too bad. Maybe a tad lean, but I think that's all right for idle. All right, I got my parameter added in for the AFR. I think we're slightly lean. I think we should be around 14.7 at idle, I think. But we'll take her home, we'll take it easy, we'll log it and see what things are looking like. So glad to finally have this hooked up, you guys. So now it's just all driving and all tuning. I don't want to wrench on nothing for a minute. Damn, y'all, after the day I had, let me take this mask off. After the day I had, looking at these air fuel ratios as I drive home, I needed me a damn drink tonight, y'all. Damn, trying your boy, man. They trying your boy. All right, back at the crib now, you guys. We're gonna check out these data logs right here, see what things are looking like. Now, I took it pretty easy on the ride home, 0 wide open throttle. So we're gonna go over this kind of quick because in tomorrow's video, we're really gonna be getting into the data logs. I'm gonna take it out. Now, I've been home for a little bit, kicking it with my girl and stuff, and I'm looking back at these logs right now. Everything switched over to Lambda. As you just saw earlier in the video, I had things in AFR. I'll post it on the screen right here. I don't know why it switched to Lambda, but it actually makes things way easier. I should have just been logging Lambda from the jump, but I got a little bit nervous and I was like, I'm gonna just go with AFR. Like I said, this is just gonna be a real quick one. We'll really get into things tomorrow. Long-term fuel trims though, still high as ever. Ooh, it's definitely lean a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty damn lean. So yeah, that's pretty damn lean. I'll probably be taking it easy. Even tomorrow when we go in data log, I'll be chilling. I don't want to get into boost too much. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on the numbers, but I want to get a decent data log so that I can send it over to Procharger and they have got a decent log. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys can go ahead and drop your opinions down below about how lean you think it is, how safe you actually think it is. But this your boy ZT zooming. I'm keeping it moving, baby, and I'm out. Hey.